This is the DJI Osmo Action. It's a great little action camera and I've had it for over a year. It takes great pictures, it does video up to 4K, and it can even go underwater. It has a rear-facing screen, which is huge, and it also has a front-facing monitor so you can film yourself and see all the things that are happening all around you. The GoPro doesn't even have that. In this video though, I'm going to show you 5 things that you can buy for this camera to make it a portable media powerhouse for your travel videos, your personal videos, or even your personal vlogs. And it will all fit into a small travel case like this. So stay tuned. Now the DJI Osmo Action has been out for over a year now, and it's DJI's first foray into the action camera market. It's gone through several different firmware revisions over time, and it's made the camera even better. Having had the GoPro Hero 4, 6, and 7, I think this camera is even better. But that's just my personal opinion, and I'm not going to debate that in this video. We're talking about 5 things that you can use to make this camera even better for travel and filming your own personal videos. So we'll talk about that in a little bit, but the first thing I want to tell you is that links to these items are in the description down below. I'm not sponsored by any of these products, so those are Amazon links, and if you click on those links and purchase through that, you'll help this channel out. If you're new to this channel though, first of all, welcome. My name is Chuck and this is Tech Travel Beyond, where I give you tips, tricks, and reviews for tech, travel, and your life beyond. So click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when my next video drops. Now we're talking about the Osmo Action, and when I first purchased it, it came in a small, nice little box. And inside that box was the camera itself, and it also came with a camera cage and a couple of GoPro style Hero mounts that fit onto this cage. Now while this cage is really good and it does a great job for protecting the camera, I found one that does a really good job, because if you want to expand the capabilities of this camera, this cage works well. This is the PGYTECH camera cage that I've installed on the Osmo Action. And just like the OEM cage, you slide it in from the back, slide the back door on, and this cage really protects the camera. What I like about it too is it has access holes to the microphone on the side and on the top, so you can pick up audio just like you would with a regular camera cage. And then you also have access to the buttons on the top for the record button, the power button, and the quick switch button. But what I really love that this other case doesn't have is a capability to open up the access door, which is waterproof on this side of the camera. Why is that important? Well, beneath that door is access to the SD card if you want to change that out, or if you want to charge on the fly, there's access there through the USB-C port, which you would use to recharge the battery inside the camera. And this can open and close with this on, and you can't do that with the OEM case because it has no access hole to slide that door open. You simply have to pull the door off, put it back into the cage, and you'll have access to that door. With this one, you can open it and close it on the fly as you need to. The other thing that's really nice about this camera cage is you have cold shoe mounts on the side and on the top, because if you want to expand the capabilities of this camera, you can add lights and sound, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to pull off this access door. Why is that important? Well, you'll see, because we're going to add audio to this camera. But before I do that, you'll notice that I have a handle on this camera. Why is that great? Well, just like the GoPro, you need to have a handle on your camera, and this one is also by PGYTECH. This is the extension pole tripod mini for the DJI Osmo Action. What's really nice is it extends, and then you can also move your camera forward and back just like you would, but it has a clip. So all you have to do is turn that clip and it locks into place instead of having to worry about those big thumb screws that you have on the GoPro. So this extends out, and then it also becomes a nice tripod for your camera so you can film or take pictures away from the camera. You can use the voice commands to tell it to start recording. The other thing is you can set it down, film yourself, say if you're doing a foodie vlog or trying to demonstrate something, or if you're doing a time lapse, you can set it down, use a DJI Mimo app and set the camera and set it on its way to film a time lapse. So you can do a whole host of things away from the camera using that remote app with this tripod mini. Now, I've removed this side door to talk about audio, and we'll talk about that next. Now, when it comes to sound, the onboard mics for the DJI Osmo Action do a pretty good job, and you'll hear that in one of the samples that I show you later on. But there are a couple problems that tend to happen, just like with any other action camera that can go into the water. If you go into the water and then you come out of the water, it takes time for the waterproof membranes to clear that water, and so you might get a little bit of a muffled sound. Also, microphones do a good job if you can hook one up externally to focus your sound either to the front or to the back of the camera, and so that's why you need something like this. This is the Cynova audio adapter made specifically for the DJI Osmo Action. Like the GoPro Hero, you need an external audio adapter to hook up sound. And so this one plugs into the USB-C port and to that side of the camera like I showed you with that door pulled off, and you can put it on just like this, and with this PGYTECH case, it fits right on and it snaps into place just like it would with the OEM case that comes with the DJI Osmo Action. So that's thing number 3 on my list of things that you can add to this camera to make your experience well. But you probably need the 4th thing, which is a microphone. And I've shown you this microphone before. This is the Saramonic SR-XM1 3.5 millimeter audio microphone for small devices like this camera, and it plugs right into the jack on the back side of this adapter. Now, this really works well if you're narrating a scene and shooting a scene, but if your talent's on the front side of the camera that way, here's the little problem that I see with this microphone. It only will point up because this audio jack is on the back of this adapter. So what I've found to solve that problem is an L adapter that you can plug right in to this audio jack and then plug in the microphone to that, and now you can film your talent on the front of the camera just like that, and then say if you're on the back side of the camera narrating a scene that you're shooting, you can swivel it towards the back and then you can film and have your audio come through on this microphone. And now we'll go outside and see how these sound. You'll hear the default audio from the default mic, and then you'll hear the Saramonic SR-XM1, and then I'll show you another option for item number 4, which is a microphone. You'll see this one, and then I'll show you another one when we come back. Okay, we're now here outside with the DJI Osmo Action, and I'm here at the pickleball courts at Holiday Park, which is right next to my house. It's really hot out here, and we have an impending storm, so a lot of preparations are going on here in the park for that storm. But in the meantime, I'm here talking to you about the mic options for the DJI Osmo Action, and I'm talking to you right now on the default mic for the actual camera itself. It has a mic on the right-hand side and the mic on the top, and this is what it sounds like. Now, mind you, there is no wind reduction turned on. You do have electronic wind reduction for the actual camera itself, but what it does is electronically it filters out some of the frequencies that are known for wind, which may also reduce the input of your actual voice and the things going on around you when you're using the wind reduction on this camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in the Saramonic SR-XM1, and it has the actual wind muff on it, the little dead cat, and I'll go ahead and do that right now. We're back with the Saramonic SR-XM1 plugged into the Cynova audio adapter in the side of the DJI Osmo Action. I do have a dead cat attached to the mic, so it's limiting some of the wind noise, so it's probably a little bit better than when I had the default mics of the Action camera itself. So this is what it sounds like, and if I was to be on the other side of the camera filming and narrating a scene that I'm filming, I would simply turn the mic and rotate it towards me on the back of the camera. But this is what it sounds like on the front side of the camera with me here at the park. We're back, and it's so nice to be inside, back in the cool air. And we've talked about the Saramonic SR-XM1, and I showed you also a demo of the onboard mics, but I have one more mic option, which is still object number 4 of this list of 5, and this is a wireless option. You've probably seen this before in my last video, and you've seen this online on some other YouTube videos. This is the Rode Wireless Go, and you can plug this into your camera. So let me show you how this works. This is the microphone, and this is the wireless receiver. And remember that cold shoe on the top of the camera, on the top of the camera cage itself? Well, you can plug the clip right into the top of the camera for the receiver, and then plug the 3.5mm audio cable right into the back of that audio adapter. And then once you turn both of these on and you clip the microphone to yourself, you'll have instant audio going wirelessly to your camera. You don't have to worry about any external wires or anything from the microphone. And we'll take this outside and show what it sounds like right here. All right, we're back with the last audio option for the DJI Osmo Action. I'm talking to you now through the Rode Wireless Go. It's attached to the actual camera itself, and the wireless mic is right here on my chest with a dead cat. So this is what it sounds like. And there's a little bit of wind, so hopefully you're not hearing too much of it because I have the dead cat on. Now, when we return inside, we're going to talk about how to pack all these things into a light, small case. And it's basically the option I use to bring it out here to the park. And this is quick, packable, and easy to take with you on your trips. And so we'll show you that right now after we go inside. We're back inside, back into the cool air, and that was a test of the Rode Wireless Go with the DJI Osmo Action. So it sounded pretty good, and it's been pretty consistent, as well as being a microphone device that's wireless for some of my small portable cameras. Now there's one more thing I need to show you, because the sensor on this camera does really well in bright light or outdoors. But when it comes to taking pictures or doing video inside, it can become a little bit grainy because the sensor can't handle low light situations. You need to add more light. And so here's one solution that works really well. This is the Lume Cube 2.0, and it can go onto the side of this camera into the cold shoe just like this. This Lume Cube 2.0 is a little bit bigger than the 1.0 version because it has a bigger battery. It can last about 7 to 8 hours on a full charge. And the nice thing about this too is it's sturdy, it's made out of metal, charges via USB-C, but just like the camera itself, it can go underwater. And the nice thing too is it has a wireless app, so you can control it from the app, and then it has several different varying levels of light. So that's the Lume Cube 2.0, and it works well for shedding some light, additional light on the subject that you're filming with a DJI Osmo Action. So I showed you 5 things. I showed you the camera cage, the tripod extension handle, the audio adapter, which hooks up to microphones, and then also an external light. Will this fit into a nice travel bag? Of course it will. This is the Tech Pouch by Peak Design. And already inside, I have some spare batteries for the DJI Osmo Action. And so I'm going to put that inside. Along with that, I have an Anker power battery that I'll put inside too, so I can charge on the go. And then I have the Lume Cube 2.0. I have the Rode Wireless Go receiver, the Rode Wireless Go transmitter, the Saramonic SR-XM1, and then the audio adapter. And I'll put that all in this case, and we'll zip this right up, and there you go. It fits. And this is pretty much the size of my shaving kit, believe it or not. Now, when I'm traveling, here's a little tip for you. I usually carry a little bag like this, and this is great for shopping and what have you. And it's a small little shoe bag slash backpack that you can find at the shoe store or the athletic store. And I usually can pack things like this into this bag because it folds into my suitcase, and then I can put a camera bag like that and then put it on my bag like that and take it on the go. What's really nice about it is it doesn't look like one of those big expensive camera bags where it looks like you're carrying a lot of gear. And inside that bag I can carry snacks, I can put use that charging battery while I'm on the go, and then an umbrella and a light jacket, and still have space for the camera inside as well. So That's what I talked about, the 5 different things and how to pack them for your travels with the DJI Osmo Action. In the comments down below, here's my question. What do you use for your action camera, and what do you use, say, for the DJI Osmo Action or the GoPro to make your experience a lot better? Write in the comments below and let me know what you liked that you've seen today. And as always, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can hear about the next things that I talk about here on Tech Travel Beyond. And hit that like button. Let me know you like this video. As for now, you know what? I'm all packed up, ready to go. It's time to eat. I'm hungry. See you in the next video.